So does Catholic Charities allow people to camp on the streets or sidewalks around their shelters and housing?
Big question with the Supreme Court ruling, even bigger now, right? The narrative has always been that, well, we somehow agree with camping. We've had the same opinion for 40 years at Catholic Charities, has not changed ever, and still hasn't changed with the Supreme Court ruling. No human being should eat, sleep, or go to the bathroom outdoors in the greatest, most wealthy country in the history of the world. We need to be better than that. We have to be better than that. No one should camp outside. No one should be allowed to camp outside. There should not be encampments. Now, people hear that from the Catholic Charities scene and go, whoa, I didn't expect to hear that from you. Shouldn't you have the exact opposite opinion? The truth is we don't. It's human dignity. No one should be outside. We need, as a community, it's our obligation, our sacred obligation. The community or the government needs to have shelter space for these people, housing for these people, services for these people. You should not be camping outside. For years, we've had Catholic groups in different parishes, very well-intentioned youth groups or do-gooder folks who they go buy tents and sleeping bags and tarps and deliver them to the homeless downtown. You know what we do? We call those groups and say, please stop doing that. We want these people to come inside. We want them to let us help them. And if they could stay outside and you make it easier for them to stay outside, there's less incentive to come inside. We need people to come inside. I don't think people should be arrested because they have nowhere to sleep and they're sleeping outside. That's not going to help either. But the reality is we don't want people camping anywhere in Spokane, and certainly not around our properties. We ask them to move and they say, no, I don't have to, and legally they don't, although now they might. I don't think you should arrest someone because they're homeless or sleeping outside. I think we need to do better and make sure they don't sleep outside, which means funding decisions to make sure there's enough shelter beds, enough services, and enough housing. That's the solution. It's not arresting them. It's also not letting 600 people live in an encampment by the highway. Neither of those things is a good idea. The answer is in the middle.